gonna lie, didn't start the recording.
Let's start it again.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. My name's Gibson Musisko. I'm a singer and a songwriter with the band PosterChild from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We met in a bunch of different places. Some of the folks are childhood from high school, family friends, but really the band is some of the closest people to me, which is a special place to be. And we were just like, we gotta make music happen together, and so we did. PosterChild. Yeah, I had a notes app with a bunch of options in it when I was probably 15 or 16, and we were looking at it, me and my boy Gabe, and we were like, dude, this one's the standout. I like what the phrase means too. It's kind of like the figurehead, or the you know, it's the poster child. It's the face of something, and I like the idea of being that in a way, or trying to be. Well, I've loved Jeff Buckley, The Strokes, Van Spoon, and I've been really into McGee recently. He's newer, you know, but those 90s and early 2000s bands, there was a certain tone, a feeling to them that was really stand out to me when I was young, and they struck me really hard. And I love all kinds of music though, but those are my heroes. Yeah, when I was 13 years old, I was coming home from school every day, and my mom had showed me how to boot up GarageBand. And at this time, there was a rule she had instituted. She said, you have to practice guitar 30 minutes a day. And I was so mad. I was like, I don't want to practice guitar. I want to play video games. I want to go outside, whatever. But what started to happen is I started to do it anyways. Like, I was coming home and I was booting up GarageBand, and I was just putting songs together because I wanted to. I myself had to do it. I felt like it was calling to me. I was like, there's no other thing I could do. You know, that this has to be it. I have to create songs like this. I have to share them. It feels too right. It differs. No matter what I do, actually, this is where it differs. I'm not just writing words out and remembering what I did. I record everything I do. I have over 1,600 voice memos now on my phone. I just record every thought I have, songwriting-wise, not just thinking. And then I listen back. I go for a long time, like sometimes 10 minutes, of just the same idea and just hashing it and saying everything I think and everything I feel. And then I go through and I pick out the most important lines. And I say, this stood out to me, this was strong, and I build a verse off of it, and I build a chorus off of it, and I think what needs to be said and why. My big rule of mine is that never look back at stuff, because there's always something better about to happen. You never get caught up on something silly, just make more. Always be making. That's my mindset I like to have. The band is Vanessa Prentice on the guitar and backup vocals, Seamus Quigley playing just the guitar, Gabe Escalante on the bass, Aaron Kibler on the drum kit. There's 5 of us, which is it's pretty dope. I really like it, and I really like where things are falling. I like the collaboration coming in here and there where we really need it to, and everyone's working together to realize a vision, and it's really exciting. But yeah, that's who everybody is. Well, the recent show at Haven was spectacularly memorable, and we did a couple of things to make sure that was the case. First of all, it was a sold-out night, crazy. And I remember the previous band had just played, and we're peeking out, and everybody's there, and they start leaving. And we're like, what is going on? Where's everybody? Are they leaving for us? You know, we lost maybe like 50 people or more. My dad comes up to me, he's in the crowd, and he's like, hey, you're losing people, come on out, let's go. But I'm like, we have a walk-on planned. It's really important to me that we execute our walk-on. Yeah. They go up, they start the song, I come up, and I do, and everybody freaks out. Yeah. And so I'm like, we can't ruin the walk-on, I can't show myself. I have this special, I had a custom outfit made for this night. And I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my outfit and show people. people and just walk up and be real humble. I'm like, we gotta have the drama going into this. We walk up, we start the first song, White Lies. And it opens really dramatically with this swelling, and then we come in. I'm not paying attention to the crowd the whole song. I'm kind of just getting through the song. And then I look, and everybody came back. Everybody that had left came back into the building. They heard the song start. They were going for smoke breaks, or who knows what they were doing. But it was the most rewarding moment. I was like, yes, we have 250 people in this room. You know, that's a record sick. For us. It's amazing. It was so memorable because a lot of people told me afterwards that they were really affected by that night. And, you know, it had its ups and downs for us, but for a lot of the people in the audience, they were like, it was really inspiring, really exciting. It just felt like such a special moment. It was the opening night of the venue. It was a special moment for our city's music, and for my confidence, in the songs and the presentation. It was legit. I have some answers to that. First one that comes to mind, you ever see Lady Bird?
Yes.
I'd love to be in the Lady Bird soundtrack. That would be really cool. I'm thinking about, you know, Cool Hand Luke. Cool Hand Luke, it has this guy Paul Newman. That's one of my favorite movies. It's about this guy who was real disillusioned with the government, and he's like destroying these parking meters, and he keeps trying to escape prison, and but he's always sly. They call him Cool Hand Luke because he's good at like poker or whatever. Nobody ever gets Luke. Luke always sticks it to him. You know, that song was in like the 1950s, but if I could go back and throw a song in something, I'd be like, hey, put me in Cool Hand Luke. I saw the movie Raising Arizona recently. It makes me think of a lot of the imagery in it. I think would pair well with a lot of these new songs we're doing. You know, I don't know. Those are just 3 movies that came to mind. Yeah, I have actually a lot. I call them my mantras. I repeat them to myself, and I have a lot to say in this department. You know, but my general advice is actually the only advice I feel I'm qualified to give, which is just to always unapologetically and unabashedly be what you are at maximum volume, you know, at maximum amount. And it must draw other people to you who are like that, and it must affect people positively. Even if at first it feels embarrassing or shameful or whatever, just, you know, I think it's the only possible solution to living, and the answer to how to feel right and how to feel like you're doing something that matters is to find the things that feel right and do them and be you, and never let anybody crush it down, and never hide it, you know, never put it away. Just be that thing. It's the equivalent of just saying sing loud all the time. You know, in whatever you do, just always sing loud, I think. They say it's like getting out of the shower when you don't have the new clothes yet. You know what I mean? Like, things are better when they were. You're all clean. You know, everything's right.
Yeah.
But now you're froze up. It was really comfortable where I was.
Yeah.
And now I have to do this new thing. But then you get the clothing on, and you're like, oh shoot, I got a new set of clothes.
Yeah.
I'm cleaned up. We got things ahead of me.
Any last words? And
folks at home, stay warm. If it's summertime when you see this, stay cool. If it's in between, stay how you are. All right? Hey, see you soon.